Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today our unit 6 in ECLE 1143 Mathematics in Early Childhood Education, and in this unit 6 we will talk about early measurement, iaitu pengukuran awal matematik kanak-kanak. Okay, let us take a look on the objective for today. We would like to understand what is a measurement all about. As we know, all of the things around us, semua benda kita boleh ukur. Measurement dalam bahasa Malaysia ni adalah pengukuran. Differentiate di dalam early childhood kita ada dua, ataupun all the measurements can be derived into two types: standard and non-standard measurement. Identify techniques in teaching measurement to young children and demonstrate guiding young children to measure time and money. Yang ini saya akan tunjukkan di dalam kelas insyaAllah, tetapi today we will learn all the theories about the measurement. Let us take a look the definition of the measurement. The measurement is the process of measuring the physical properties of an object by comparing it with the standard unit of measuring attributes such as length, width, weight, or volume of an object or quantity that is not physical in nature, such as time, temperature, or the value of money. Pengukuran boleh dibuat dalam non-standard dan juga standard measuring tools. Nanti kita akan lihat apa itu perbezaan antara standard and non-standard measuring. So, preschool, yes, it is a good time for us to teach them a simple measurement. Mungkin kita boleh start dengan non-standard measurement dulu. Okay, kalau you boleh lihat dekat sini, dia tengok yang ini adakah sama tinggi dengan ni, sama panjang dengan yang ini. Dan yang ni juga dia sedang buat pattern, satu patterning, satu mengenal warna, mengenal bentuk, dan juga fine motor skill. Banyak perkembangan yang kita boleh lihat daripada aktiviti seperti ini. Okay, I have a link for you to take a look on the measurement in early childhood education. Just click on this link and you will get to the study.com website. And I also have a video for you to take a look measurement in a preschool. I skip at this point of time. So, in early childhood, children or students or pupils use direct and indirect measurement and estimation skills to describe, compare, evaluate, plan and construct. Semua benda ni sebenarnya it comes naturally when they can identify the attributes of certain things. Oh, nanti dia kata, oh yang ni lebih tinggi daripada yang ni sama panjang dengan yang sesuatu lagi. They try to describe things that is similar or yang tak sama. Okay, standard measurement akan menggunakan perkakasan untuk mengukur yang betul seperti ruler, measuring tapes or other means of measuring device. Tetapi non-standard measurement which is suitable for us to start with when it comes to early childhood education, we can use all the things that can we get around us. For example, you can use pencils to measure the table. You can use book to measure the table as well. So, apa saja, even the hand or feet. Yeah. For example, if you use unsharpened pencil and the pencil should remain unsharp throughout the process. Okay. Let us take a look non-standard and standard measurement in details. Okay. Kalau non-standard measurement, kanak-kanak tend to use a common or comparative language for a common attributes. For example, long, short, tall untuk length, untuk panjang. Capacity, full, empty. This glass is full. This glass is empty. This bucket full of toys. This bucket is empty. Heavy or light for the mass. You are heavier than me. This ball is lighter than the block. For example, time, before, after, o'clock, days of the week. I sleep before midnight. I come to school at 7 a.m. Okay, there are 7 days in a week. Okay, use and respond to the comparative language. For example, tadi, my dog is short. I have more water than you because my cup is bigger. A brick is heavier than an egg. We have lunch before we go to play. Ya, jadi dia menggunakan bahasa perbandingan untuk nak compare sama ada benda tu sama ataupun berbeza. Choose units to match the attributes to be measured. Okey, selalunya kita akan cari yang bentuk lebih kurang sama, dan selalunya untuk length dia kena ada sisi supaya senang untuk kita nak mengukur. Some object or events are better to use as units than others. For length, choose a unit that has length like pencil. For example, meja ni kita boleh ukur dengan sebatang pensel. Mungkin okey, saya tunjuk handphone saja dulu ya. Handphone ni dia punya pengukuran tu 1, 2, lebih kurang 2,5 pensel, yang pendek dan yang kecil dan kan. So it depends macam mana cara you nak start the activity with the children. Tetapi benda ni, it is actually come naturally. When they start to learn or identify or differentiate the things, they start to use this kind of language. And another activity that we can use for the measurement is a recipe. When we do a cooking activities with children, yang itu make wonderful activity to teach measurement as well. Okay, non-standard units can be used to measure how long. Yang ini dia beri contoh, sama ada nak gunakan paper clips, pot sticks. Tangan saya tangan saya panjangnya 4 paper clips. Ya, kat sini. So yang ini dia buat comparison, dia ambil semua barang-barang, yang mana yang lebih tinggi, yang mana lebih rendah. How heavy, use blocks or marbles or counters or washers. How much something hold, use a cup, cans or jug yang kita boleh masukkan dekat dalam barang tu. I also have a video for you to take a look here. Okay. Okay. Directly compare length, mass, capacity, time and area. Use the same units when comparing object or event. So artinya kalau you gunakan pensel ini untuk mengukur phone, untuk phone yang satu lagi pun you guna pensel yang sama. Use the same units Use the same units when comparing object or events to find out how each rock, how heavy each rock is. Use the mass of a marble as the unit and count the marbles needed to balance each rock and compare. Use the same units when comparing object. Jadi sama juga, ini dia untuk mass, dia gunakan marble untuk nak tengok berat. Satu batu ni, batu A berat dia dengan berapa marble, batu B berat dia dengan berapa marble. Okay. Strategies to directly compare object and events by different attributes. Kena susun, kalau untuk tinggi kita kena susun height by lining up one end, mass kena angkat, capacity by pouring, time by starting at the same time, area by placing one region over the another. Okay, so yang ini cara ataupun strategi untuk kita gunakan ataupun untuk kita mengajar kepada kanak-kanak bagaimana cara pengukuran yang betul. Tak adalah dia nak buat ukur tinggi tapi dia pegang macam ni, kan? Alright. Identify and sort object according to comparative language. Put all the small animal counters together, find which rock is heavier. Arrange 3 pepper fish from the smallest to largest. So dekat dalam sini juga dia akan belajar that comparative language. Small, smaller, smallest. Large, larger, largest. The same object can be ordered differently according to different attributes. A beach ball may be larger than a basketball, but basketball is heavier. So we can use a different way how can we measure the things. For example, there are a few kids in the classroom. We can measure them by the weight. We can measure them by their height. We can measure them by their length of the hair, kan? The same object can be ordered differently according to different attributes. Yang tadi, the same object can be ordered sama. A long glass is taller than a shorter glass, but may not necessarily hold more water than a shorter glass. So, kalau gelas yang panjang tu memang dia tinggi daripada gelas yang pendek. Tetapi mungkin bila kita letakkan air, gelas yang pendek tu lebih dapat letak banyak air kerana dia lebar. Okay? So yang tu semua is a way that we can show to children the way that we measure in a different attributes. Okay. Another things, we can use the routine of our life as a measurement as well. For example, after lunch we have rest. Before bed we read a story. So that is called time measurement. Okay, so kita berikan mereka the time measurement awareness by get into the standard routine or schedule. Everyday language of approximation when judging size. Everyday language associated with nearly about just over, make size judgment in everyday situation. I think I am tall enough to reach the light switch. So, see, dia tengok dia gunakan perkataan yang menunjukkan measurement yang dia dah tinggi untuk nak sampai lampu tu. Ask, who do you think could balance you on the seesaw? So, bila anak-anak tu pergi kat playground, ada satu kanak-kanak yang agak sedikit badan besar. So, how many people that can go on the other sides to make the seesaw balance with you, for example. Okay, so ini ada lagi dia punya all the examples that we can use when we talk about the measurement with children. Okay, itu non-standard measurement. Now let us go to standard measurement. Standard measurement ni selalunya kita mulakan sewaktu end of 6 years old. Tetapi dekat dalam syllabus di Malaysia tidak ada juga untuk memperkenalkan the standard measurement. Tapi as for your information, since our early childhood definition is 0 to 8 years old, this standard measurement normally will cover 7, 8 and above, dekat primary school. Standard measurement ni apabila kita telah mengenalkan unit untuk mengukur sesuatu perkara. For example, cm, meter, sentimeter, meter, milimeter untuk panjang, kilogram, gram untuk berat, Fahrenheit, Celsius untuk suhu, RM3, RM4 untuk duit. So when we start to introduce them the concept or the units associate with the measurement, we call that as a standard measurement. There are few principles that we have to let them understand, in the standard measurement principle. Satu, when taking measurement of an object, make sure the measurement are done repeatedly to ensure accuracy for each measurement. So, kena ambil berulang kali supaya kita dapat jawapan ataupun pengukuran yang tepat. Measurement usually starts from the starting point of 0. Kita tak boleh ambil pembaris letak di tengah-tengah. Tak. Dia akan start daripada angka 0. formal and standard measurement use different units. So untuk macam saya bagi tahu tadi, untuk length sentimeter, meter, millimeter. Untuk two-dimensional shape use a square. Untuk three-dimensional cone kita guna isi padu. Okay. So ini adalah measurement principles that we have to address to children when we start teaching them standard measurement. Ada lagi? Two pieces of strings may be tied up together and its length is then measured. So, kalau ada dua tali, kita nak ukur, kita boleh ikatkan tali tu bersama dan dia punya ikat tu mungkin tak termasuklah dekat dalam kalau contoh tali pertama 20, tali kedua 15, sepatutnya kalau campur jadi 35, tapi because ikatan tu ada dekat tengah-tengah, dia dah pendek kan, so the new length recorded is 32 cm. Okay. However, yang ini kalau benda yang sama, tapi kalau benda yang berbeza, kita tak boleh campurkan. For example, a cup of sugar and 2 cups of water does not make 3 cups of sugar or 3 cups of water. Dia tak sama. Okay. During each measurement, there will be some slightly error, but to obtain zero error, a more precise unit and measuring device is used. Yeah. We have a chance to introduce to them various types of measurement tools that they can get the accurate measurement for each things or each items that they want to measure. Okay. Measurement is transitive. For example, if a book is 11 centimeter long, a pencil is 11 centimeter and the length of a piece of paper is also 11 centimeter. So since all objects have the same size, we can assume that the measurement is equal for each of the item that we have measured. So through the measurement, if it can tell us object A, B and C have the same size without need to organize the object next to each other to find out whether the object are of the same length. So pengukuran juga dengan standard measurement ni kita akan dapatkan jawapan yang tepat tentang satu objek yang kita mengukur. Undoubtedly, children are able to acquire knowledge measurement as early in a preschool until they are standard 1 and begin to learn the techniques of measurement in a more complex way dengan pengiraan and everything. Okay, so that is standard measurement. Standard measurement. Okay, so this is the example kalau dekat dalam preschool lagi ya. Some example of preschool children's imagination. Okay, it happens when they are at the role play corner. Okay, so even though they do not have exposure ataupun they do not have a proper knowledge to the standard measurement, but from the exposure of their life whatsoever, dia dah tahu penggunaan kilo, penggunaan panas, berapa darjah Celsius, they just made it up, yeah, and it's good. Okay, so next let us take a look categories of measurement. Tadi kita dah tahu standard and non-standard. So sekarang ni dekat dalam pengukuran juga ada dua kategori, iaitu kuantitatif dan kualitatif. Perbezaan antara dua ni, kuantitatif dia punya we will get a definite result, benda yang tak berubah. Tapi kalau kualitatif, dia mungkin akan berubah. For example, handphone ni memang macam ni lah, dia punya size, dia tak akan berubah. So this is a quantitative measurement. Tetapi kalau dari segi masa, kalau dari segi wang ringgit, kalau dari segi hari, kalau dari segi temperature, dia akan berubah. Ya. Contoh kita ada RM10, pergi dekat Family Mart, beli apa-apa yang patut, so dah kurang RM3. So that is qualitative attribute. So let us take a look. Quantitative measurement, these are all the things that we can use to measure it properly. For example, measuring jug, measuring tape, weighing machine, stopwatch, and so on. So dekat dalam ni, despite the excitement of children to learn the techniques of measuring and calculating by the values of the measurement, there are some difficulties encountered by children. This could be due to several reasons. Kanak-kanak ni dia selalu yang ini those yang masih lagi berada di dalam pre-operational stage, di mana dia hanya nampak apa yang dia nampak sahaja. So contohnya dia beritahu kat sini, an object is said to be heavy just because it bakes. Contoh, a large ping pong ball is said to be heavier than a small rubber ball. Ping pong ball kan is very light kan, rubber ball padat kan, walaupun dia kecil tapi it could be memang small rubber ball, it will be heavier than a large ping pong ball. The next difficulty that may arise is the concept of unit. Dia tak pasti lagi untuk menggunakan unit mana yang sesuai. Contoh, dia ingat 1 meter itu lebih kecil daripada 100 ataupun 150 cm. Kerana memanglah lebih kecil tu, lebih kecil kan. Tetapi 1 meter sebenarnya 100 cm. 2 meter is 200 cm. Tetapi because dia tengok angka 1 tu, dia ingat 1 tu tak sama dengan 100 cm tu. Kerana 1 tu nampak kecil because dia masih lagi tak tahu penggunaan tingkat untuk unit tu, daripada milimeter, daripada meter, milimeter, sentimeter, meter. Okay. The error can also occur when the child does not place the object at point 0 on the ruler. Sebab tu it's very important from the early beginning that we teach them, we must exactly tell them how can we measure in a proper way. It means start with the 0 point. Yeah. Complexity also occurs because children are not be able to distinguish measurement of area and perimeter. Okay. Although measurement technique is measuring object to discover inequality between objects, children are more likely not to use a measuring device but just to make a comparison. So benda-benda macam ni yang akan menyebabkan dia tak nampak the kepentingan of that standard measurement. Yeah? Tetapi this is all can be eliminated by we teach them slowly the strategy, using a proper strategies. Okay, dan satu lagi, before they are being introduced to this kind of measurement, standard measurement, dia perlu settlekan on the number sense. Mesti familiar with the number 1 to at least 50. Okay. So ini dah masuk ke arah primary school, ya. Kita boleh gunakan a few creative ideas if we want to start at the primary school. Make an area and perimeter anchor chart. Start with the anchor chart. Decorate your classroom. Snack while you learn. Pull out the pattern blocks. Draw a perimeter person. Make a math mosaic. Explore area perimeter with the Lego bricks and write block letter names. Yang ini untuk dia nak tengok apakah itu maksud area dan perimeter. Area dan perimeter tu kan ini sekeliling, kan? Sekeliling, bukan dalam dia. This is 2D. This is 2D geometry shapes, kan? So we will calculate using area and perimeter. For the volume, cara yang paling senang, kita boleh minta mereka masukkan ball dekat dalam satu kotak. So dekat dalam kotak tu ada berapa ball yang boleh masuk, dalam satu kotak lain lagi ada berapa ball boleh masuk. Itu cara yang paling mudah untuk kita nak ajar, ataupun a basic way for us to teach them a volume. Okay, so this is example of teaching volume. Weight kita sebenarnya memang kena gunakan penimbang yang betul, tetapi ini pun salah satu cara untuk kita nak buat aktiviti bersama kanak-kanak, ya. Tengok yang mana satu berat, yang mana satu ringan, tetapi it must shows the comparison straight away between two things, two items, rather than yang ini boleh kita gunakan satu batu dengan 5 marbles, tengok yang satu lagi batu sama berat dengan 3 marbles, tapi it's not too accurate. The most accurate way to teach weight, kita boleh guna this kind of activities. Alright, tadi quantitative measurement. Sekarang qualitative measurement. Qualitative measurement sesuatu perkara yang sering berubah. Hari, ya. Hari. Selalunya untuk dia belajar tentang hari ni, kita boleh ada aktiviti untuk setiap hari tu supaya dia tahu, oh, Monday kita buat ni, Selasa kita buat ni, Rabu kita buat ni. Associate with the day itself. Ataupun we can teach them using a song. There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Okay. And we also can use a calendar board. Okay, hari ni buat apa, tarikh apa, and what we are doing. Associate with that particular day. Time. Okay, time memang kita boleh buat dalam bentuk bulat macam ni, kerana kita nak mereka tahu bagaimana menggunakan ataupun membaca jam tanpa menggunakan jam digital yang terus keluar nombor tu. Tetapi ada dua perkara yang you perlu pastikan mereka tahu dahulu. Nombor dan satu lagi multiplication, kerana dekat sini akan ada multiplication for 5, ya, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 according to the minutes here, kan. Jadi saya selalunya kalau untuk penggunaan jam bagi awal matematik kanak-kanak, kita hanya akan buat contoh pukul 2 sampai pukul 3 kita tulis kat situ nap time. Pukul 3 sampai pukul 4 kita buat snack time ataupun shower time. So kita akan warnakan dekat situ supaya kanak-kanak jam yang paling senang untuk kita nak gunakan jam yang ECLE yang putih tu, yang murah aja, lebih kurang rasanya RM15 lebih. Kita boleh buka, dalam tu kita boleh buat warna untuk kita nak differentiate. So bila jam tu dah menunjukkan kat situ, oh, dia tahu, oh, itu untuk kita tidur, yang tu untuk kita study, ataupun yang tu untuk kita buat apa. Yang I practice that with my kids, so it works. Tetapi itu untuk awal-awal, apabila kita dah nak memperkenalkan jam tentang mereka, kepada mereka, kita kena pastikan mereka tahu nombor dan multiplication. Dan jam ni ada dua, iaitu jarum pendek dan jarum panjang. Jarum pendek untuk jam, jarum panjang untuk minutes, ya. Okay, so nanti boleh tengok video ni. Let's learn the clock. Okay, here are some example of activities with time. Yeah, so I take this example 3. Yeah, all children are given checklist for them to make a note of time taken while making a number of activities daily for a week as set out in the table below. So dia dah, bila dia ada jam, so dia boleh check journey to school from home, berapa lama yang dia perlu ambil. So dia akan tengok, oh, jam sekarang ni saya start pukul 6.30, sekarang dah pukul 7.30, so ambil masa 1 jam untuk sampai ke sekolah, for example. So we can use this for 6 years old, I guess, ya, supaya mereka dah betul-betul tahu the number sense, the multiplication. Then we can start with this. Okay, another qualitative measurement, we call it as a temperature. Ya, temperature sekarang ni memanglah kita ada suhu di sekolah untuk nak check sama ada kanak-kanak demam ataupun tidak. Tetapi kita boleh juga letakkan suhu bilik yang kita boleh minta kanak-kanak monitor the suhu. Dan in fact, kalau tanpa this kind of temperature properly pun, kita boleh minta mereka tengok the weather outside. Yeah? Okay. So we can introduce them the thermometer. Clinical thermometer, there are 3 types of thermometers that we can introduce to them. Clinical thermometers untuk mengukur temperature human body. Laboratory thermometer untuk mengukur temperature liquid di dalam makmal, and room thermometer is to measure the room temperature and the surrounding environment. Okay. Another qualitative measurement is money. Dekat dalam silibus KSPK memang ada penggunaan duit, tetapi pengiraan duit, tetapi tidak complicated. We can introduce with the money games like a Saidina, Scrabble bukan, Monopoly kan, for them to start counting the money. Tetapi appropriately cuba guna mata wang yang sering digunakan di negara kita lah. Tak boleh lah kita nak gunakan mata wang US untuk kita nak mengira. Untuk permulaan sebagai calculation stage tu mungkin boleh, tetapi it will be better if you can use nilai mata wang ringgit yang kita guna di Malaysia. Okay. So ini formal approaches to measurement in ECE. Saya just letakkan dekat sini supaya kita ada reference as a standard measurement that we can teach children. Okay, that's all from my side. I hope you have learned something from this unit. It's about early measurement. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care.